How do copywriters get paid? Well, I'll take cash, check, direct deposit, wire transfer, PayPal, even, hey, you can put it on a credit card. If you want to give me money, we can definitely find a way. Kidding. Okay, maybe not kidding, but anyways, I was doing this keyword and market research around copywriters getting paid. And I found a ton of questions around like, how do freelance copywriters get paid? And I thought that I would just make a video to answer all of those questions. So that's what we'll cover in today's episode. These are the proven direct response marketing, copywriting, and entrepreneurship success strategies you can use today to write your own ticket and create the life you want. I am Roy Furr, and this is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Now, here's today's breakthrough. Okay, for the sponsor of today's episode, of course, it's me as always. Let's see if you can connect the dots here. Today's sponsor is my book, The Copywriter's Guide to Getting Paid. I wonder where the connection is there. Anyways, check the link in the description to The Copywriter's Guide to Getting Paid. If you haven't gone through it yet, like seriously, what are you even thinking about? You can download an ebook copy for $5. And I have had copywriters get their first clients and launch their copywriting career on the back of what they picked up from going through that book. And it's a short, quick read. It's packed full of value, and it's just focused on the business side of copywriting, how to actually turn the skills that you develop as a copywriter into an income through employment as a copywriter, through freelance business as a copywriter, and through other opportunities for copywriters. So the book is The Copywriter's Guide to Getting Paid. The link is in the description. Check it out. So let's answer these questions. First things first. First question is, how do copywriters make money? And especially when it comes down to freelance copywriters, basically what you are doing is you are offering a fee in exchange for a service. Now, sometimes that can be a fee plus royalties, so you can get performance payments if you are a copywriter who's generating measurable business results. But basically, you're getting paid to write copy. It's not copyright, like filing a copyright claim with the Copyright Office, right? This is writing marketing copy, writing the words that go into marketing and sales messages. And typically you're going to make money based on a work agreement with a client. So the client, you come up with an agreement, sometimes it's called a contract, of as the copywriter, you are going to complete these specific pieces of marketing collateral, these specific pieces of marketing copy. It's all lined out. It is a plan, and you do that, and they pay you for it. And in the case of most freelance copywriters, you are basically a gun for hire. You are doing work for hire, meaning that you write it and they own it. So you are actually transferring the ownership of what you write over to the client, and they then own that asset like they would own, I don't know, like a book that was published or something like that. They get the copyright for it. So that's like really basically what you're doing as a copywriter is you are writing copy in exchange for money, and that's how you make money. But how actually do you get paid? How do freelance copywriters get paid? Well, really there are a lot of ways. There's a lot of options available to you. There are some pretty standard ways. There are ways that I like and that I don't like. But if we break it down, I came up with at least 5 different categories of payment that you might, 5 different ways that you might get paid for the work. So you might get paid hourly work. So if you agree to do a certain amount of work and you get paid based on the hours that it takes. You might get paid based on the project that you complete. So we talked about that work agreement. You may get paid a fee for that entire work agreement. You may get paid a salary. I have definitely been a copywriter on salary before, and that is an option. You may also get paid a retainer, which is very similar to a salary, except for you are, it's just, I don't know, it's a little bit different. Maybe a retainer is more common if you are an outside contractor versus the salary would be if you are an employee. So you may get paid a retainer where you get paid on a monthly basis for a certain amount of contribution to the business, or you can get paid on performance. You can also mix and match these. So for example, performance is one of those ones that is often mix and match in there. You could get paid, I don't know that many hourly copywriters get paid also based on performance, but you could get paid a project fee plus a performance bonus. You could get paid a salary plus a performance bonus. You could get paid a retainer plus a performance bonus. Like that's how it's structured. And you really do have to learn what's common in your industry, what's common with your client base, what you want to create, what you creatively want to come up with. So like for me, I have spent most of my career as a copywriter working with direct response publishers, primarily in ROI related fields, so investing and business opportunity. And for most of those clients, it's pretty normal for me as a copywriter to get paid a fee plus a royalty for the copy that I write. And so the client will agree to project terms like I get paid 50% of the fee up front. So we agree on a fee. And then I get paid 50% when I complete work and all of the copy is approved, meaning they can put it into production. They can launch the marketing based on the copy. And then I get paid royalties based on a predetermined schedule. In the past, clients have paid quarterly. I've also had clients who've paid monthly. There is typically a little bit of a delay for any kind of guarantee period or refund period. But basically, you get paid based on the agreement, and then the client pays you on whatever fee schedule you've set out in the agreement. So it is really flexible how you actually get paid. But what will typically happen is you will fall into a specific offer that you've come up with as a copywriter, and you will, for example, for me, it's very common, hey, let's come up with the project structure. There will be a fee based on the project itself, and there will be a royalty based on the sales generated. And we lay that out, and then they pay based on that. So then the next question that we're getting into is, do copywriters get paid well? Well, the answer is yes and no. Some do, and some don't. Like, I've been very fortunate to get paid very well for my copywriting work throughout the course of my career. I know that not all copywriters are in the same boat. In general, copywriters who understand how to generate business results, meaning leads, customers, sales, profits, those are the copywriters who tend to make the most money from this skill. That said, if you look at like salary surveys of copywriters, and this can loop in people like content writers, and it can loop in beginners, and it can loop in all sorts of different types of people who might call themselves copywriters. I've seen salary surveys where the average is actually less than $50,000 per year as a copywriter. And notably, that does include lots of different kinds of copywriters, and it can include people who work very part-time. It can include people who work very full-time. It can include people who get paid royalties. It can include people who don't. And the notable thing about that is that there are always a few outliers, maybe, on those salary surveys who report earning well into the 6 and 7 figures. And I've consistently earned 6 figures per year as a copywriter, as long as I'm getting paid royalties and fees and working with clients where they're paying me based on the results generated. Typically, this type of copywriting that I do, it can pay very, very well. And then there is also the potential to become a copywriter entrepreneur, and that's kind of a different topic for a different day. But the skill of copywriting, meaning the ability to communicate a message that turns someone from not knowing you into a lead or prospect into a customer, gets them to spend money with you, gets them to come back and spend money with you again, that skill is essential to business. And if you want to build a business on the back of your copywriting skills, you have the opportunity to earn a lot more based on your copywriting. So if you're getting started, like how do copywriters find clients? That's another question that came up. Well, frankly, you find clients like most client businesses find clients. And if you're going to do this well, you're going to start off by identifying like who's the market, right? Like who's the broad market. So I talked about the type of marketers who are direct response publishers who are selling products that generate an ROI for their customers. And specifically, when I worked with that market, I was always looking for prospects for clients who were using long form sales copy in those markets. And so I got pretty specific about the type of client that I wanted to work with. That was the market. And then I identified a problem that they wanted to have solved. And so for them, it was, creating marketing campaigns that would generate results for their new products and for their existing products. And so they wanted to solve the problem of they need a marketing campaign, right? The solution that I was able to provide was the copy that was the foundation of that marketing campaign. And I came up with a pretty specific campaign structure that was consistent with what they were already doing, and that became my offer. And then I got specific about the prospects who I wanted to work with within those industries, and I reached out to them directly. And if you're looking to find clients, you reach out and you connect with your ideal prospects. And I've taught about this other times. I'm not going to go too deep into it here. But basically, you need to come up with a plan like, this is who I'm going to work with. This is who I want to work with. And this is how I'm going to reach out to them and start conversations with them and figure out if we can do some work together. Now, if you do get good at copywriting and you start to get some success under your belt, something's going to happen. You're going to start to build a reputation. You're going to start to build a network. And you're going to find that there is ample opportunity for copywriters with pretty good capability and skill in this. And there are a lot of businesses who feel like it is hard to find a good copywriter, even as the number of people who call themselves copywriters continues to grow. And so as you build a reputation and network of people who know who you are and what you're able to do, you will find it easier and easier to succeed financially as a copywriter. So how do you become a copywriter? Well, this is the fifth and final question that I wanted to answer here. And honestly, it's a pretty big question and bigger than I can really answer in this one video. But I think of John Carlton, famous copywriter John Carlton, who had a 3-step process for becoming a financially successful copywriter. Step 1 is get good. Step 2 is get connected. And step 3 is get paid. So in the beginning, you really want to get good at the kind of copywriting that generates business results, leads, customer sales, and profits. Then you start to get connected to the people in your industry who would be able to hire you, who are happy to hire you. And then as you're getting them results, you will get paid. Now, my recommendation, if you do want to become a copywriter, is to study direct response marketing. That is the field of marketing that goes back over 100 years, specifically built around what gets response in the market, and where you're actually testing to see what works, what doesn't work, what works better than what else. And you create your marketing based on what is generating the most response. So study direct response marketing may be the first step. If you're not yet, you can subscribe here. You can also go to breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com to get my daily emails, including episode notifications and more exclusive content for email subscribers. But subscribe here, learn direct response, and learn copywriting that way. And then aim to start with really any experience. Like, I got started as a copywriter in a business that did not use direct response, but I was still trying to use the principles of direct response to communicate with customers and get them to take action, and measuring response the best that I was able to do. And I got some experience and I just built on it. And when you get some experience, you can just grow from there. And so when you're talking about how do freelance copywriters get paid, obviously there's a lot of questions kind of tied into that. But hopefully this is at least a start of what you're looking for, if that is something that is of interest to you. And if you want to go deeper into how to turn the skill of writing copy, writing words on the page that are designed to get someone to take action, if you want to turn that skill into a career, into a business, into an income, my book, The Copywriter's Guide to Getting Paid, is at copywritersguide.com. The link is in the description. And my recommendation is to go there, check that out. It's less than $5, and you can download it immediately and go through it. And it will go much deeper into a lot of what we've talked about here and even more to help you have financial success as a copywriter. So I'm Roy Furr. This is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. In every episode, every day, I am here trying to help you increase your marketing genius. And, if you're a copywriter, your success as a copywriter. If you're an entrepreneur, your success as an entrepreneur. And I hope that with the answers to these questions that I've helped you manifest your marketing genius just a little bit more, and I'll catch you again in the next episode. Thank you once again for tuning in to this daily episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Remember, check out the links with this episode for even more value. Now make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and engage in every way you can to keep this show going and growing and delivering daily value to you. I'll catch you soon for your next big breakthrough.